In times like these, we can see the true good of humanity coming together to help those in need who have lost so much. But still, long after the material losses are regained, the loss of life and the heartbreak it causes remains. In fact, such devastation can be difficult for many of us to comprehend, especially children who may struggle with understanding why things like this happen to good people and even to kids just like them. Joining us now is clinical psychologist Dr. Ray Guarendi, host of The Doctor is In on EWTN. Dr. Ray, thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, Veronica.
How should parents or caregivers begin a conversation with children about tragic events like the flooding in Texas, especially when the victims may have been peers or even family members?
Dr. Peter Kraft says that kids ask tougher questions than grown-ups. This is one. Why would God let this happen? Depending on the age of the kid, Veronica, one way to approach it is to ask them some questions. Do you believe God loves you? Most kids will say yes. Do you believe God loves everybody? Most kids will say yes. Do you believe that God can do something to make this right? I don't know. Well, honey, if we believe that God is there and that He loves us, then He has a way to make it right. All we see is right now. That's all we see. We simply see how bad this was, and then we ask, wait a minute. Those kids were at a Bible camp. They were studying about God. And then He let this happen? Honey, bad things happen in the world we live in. This is not heaven. But if we trust God, we know that all we see is a little piece. He sees everything, and He will make it fair for all. Now, will they understand that? Come on, grown-ups don't even understand it. That's the problem. It comes down to trust. It really does. You got to say, look, God knows way more than I do about everything, and all I see is this little piece of life. He sees far beyond the horizon, and that's the only way we can explain it.
How can Catholic families balance psychological advice with spiritual practices like prayer, mass attendance, or lighting candles for the deceased when helping children process grief?
We believe that these children now, probably most of them, are going through some kind of purification. So whatever we can do to pray for them, to pray for their souls, to pray for their quick coming to God will work. God told us that. He said He would do that. Now all we got to do is believe Him. It comes down to that, Veronica.
Dr. Ray, thank you so much for your time.